Hello YouTube, and welcome to another figure review. As you can see today I am reviewing the Batman Arkham City Batman figure, which is right here, but before we look at that, let me just move this out of the way and bring in the packaging, which is right here. Here's the packaging. As you can see here we have Arkham City in there, a nice like view of, here you have Wonder Tower. Actually, if I just put the camera, here we have Wonder Tower, the Ice Chemicals building, somewhere, in the bottom corner there. On this side we just simply have the other figures in the wave, we have a bio, you can read that if you want, and just slowly go past that. And a nice thing is, if you look at the actual insert, card part, here, and you open it up, it's got like a small checklist, the other figures if you will. Figures I want to get are these three: Flush, Catwoman, Batman, the Riddler. Not Mad Hatter, he just looks terrible. So yeah. And also one more thing, I like how the box is shaped in the shape of a cowl. That is pretty badass. And now, if we take a look at the actual figure, here he is, and I'll just quickly show you his only accessory, which is an explosive gel. Looks pretty cool. Fits in his hand nicely. It won't when you first get it, but it does after a while. Yep. You can't put him in a pose, but it looks normal as them using it because it has limited articulation, but I'm not too bothered about that. Anyway, if we move on to the detail of this figure, looking at it first hand, it does look brilliant on camera and in person, so I'll just show you some of the details. Now then, just make sure he stands. If we take a look at the head, it looks very nice. As you can see there, his eyes look very blue. They're actually not like that. They're only a little bit blue, with a black pupil and a white dot in the middle. Looks brilliant. The cowl is shaped amazingly. The horns are actually good quality plastic instead of the rubbery stuff, because this is meant for collectors. His skin is a bit pale, I think, but it's nothing I can really, well, I can live with it. The cape is brilliant. It goes over his shoulders just like in the game, and it has brilliant detail all the way down to the ground where it drags, which I like. It looks brilliant. Even the back of the cowl here, you can see creases and folds. It's absolutely amazing when you get around. I find the greys a bit too dark, but I actually quite like it this way. It's not as accurate, but it looks nice. It looks very accurate on camera though. Here he has his black bat symbol. I think it would have been nice if it came away from his chest only a little bit, just like in the game, but it's no big deal. His muscles all sculpted brilliantly. Looking at his arms, he has the lines going down. He has all his details in the suit there. His gauntlets are amazing, as you can see there. They're made out of soft plastic. His gauntlets look brilliant. It has the control panel on it. If you've played the game, you know he has a control panel. I'll just show you the other side of the gauntlet. Let me just put down the camera and just... yeah, it looks brilliant, that does. It even has texture on this part here. Don't think the camera's picking it up, but it's brilliant. And his belt is also amazing. If you look at it here, it's nice quality gold. It's got all the silver you need. Even in between all the pouches there's detail which goes all the way around to the back, and even the back part of this figure is really detailed. I mean, it's just amazing. His legs and pants, if you will, nothing new, just sculpted nicely with some nice quality creases and folds. His shoes are really good, as you can see here. They're detailed nicely. If I turn them around, you'll see there's detail around the back as well, and the straps, and it looks brilliant, that does. So if I just talk about articulation, this figure can do, you can turn at the head, he can look up and down. He can't get his arms out that far because of the cape, but I don't mind. He can bend at the elbow, he can swivel at the forearm. No waist articulation, but he can move at the leg, bend at the knee, and twist on the foot. Anyway, as a whole, this is a very limited articulated figure, but I don't mind because it means there's less noticeable joints, which takes away from the figure, and overall it just looks brilliant. I'd highly recommend you get this figure. I got mine from Food and Planet for it was $17.99, but they accidentally put the wrong price tag on it. It was meant to be $25, so they had to give it to me for that price. Anyway, yeah, I got it from there. Be careful when you're buying them. I'd recommend you go to the store instead of getting them online, because ones I were looking at, some of them had some dodgy looking faces, so I made sure mine looked nice before I picked it up. And yeah, I did a good decision, and I got a nice one, as you can see there. It looks brilliant. One more quick thing I forgot to notice, on his fist here, it's beautifully detailed as well. The camera isn't picking it up, I think, but he has a nice texture on his glove. His knuckles are really detailed as well, brilliant. But overall, I'd give this figure a 9 out of 10. Mainly because it lacks articulation, which is good and bad, but there are some articulation joints they could have easily threw in, like swivel at the waist, articulation joint here so his legs can go out instead of being like a basic WWE action figure, like only going that and that instead of going out. I think they could have easily given us a double jointed knees and elbows. And yeah, to be fair, I don't want any ab crunches here, as it would take away from the beautifully detailed suit. But if they added them, it wouldn't have been that bad. And maybe a swivel here, which is concealed by its pants there, so it can easily be done. So yeah, if they would have done all that stuff, this would have definitely been a 10. But oh well, it's not a major deal. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope you found it informative. Be sure to rate, subscribe and comment, and I will see you later.